It's October 1st, which means it's Halloween 1st, which means it's time for a Halloween craft. Today's craft, or I guess this video's craft because I'm not doing it today, is a coffin quilt. This craft started because my sister was like, hey, can you make me a coffin quilt? And I said, sure, I like you enough. I'll make you one. But I don't want to cut the fabric. So here's a template. Cut them out. And she did. She cut out a lot of coffins. 28 to be exact. But I didn't have a plan of any kind. I printed out this template and that's it. I was thinking of a lot of different options. Maybe taking the fabric and sewing them like this, but that seems like a lot of work and there's only 28 of them. It would be like 4-inch square. It'd be nothing. It'd be a wall hanging. And I know my sister doesn't want a wall hanging. She wants like an actual blanket. So I was coming up with different plans and I found this pattern that was so cool. It's a coffin foundation paper piecing pattern. And I was like, yes, this is what I want. So I clicked onto it and it sent me to a blog. And then that blog had no information on where to download it. So then I clicked a different blog and that one had no information on where to download it. Most of the blogs that talked about this pattern did just that. They talked about it. They were like, this pattern is so cute. I want to make it, with showing no information on where to get the pattern or where to find it. I was starting to think that it didn't exist until I found it. I don't want you going through the same thing I went through, so I will leave a link to the website in the description. The pattern is here. It's free, but the original block itself is very small. It's only 6.5 inches. And these coffins are so big. So I didn't want to waste that much fabric and they were already cut and everything. So I scaled it up. Like a lot. I printed them on this scribble pad from the dollar store. So $1.25 for 30 sheets and I have 28. So I'm going to cut out 2 extra coffins in this spiderweb fabric. Here all of my patterns are. And now the only thing left to do is cut all of these background pieces out of a color. And I didn't know what I wanted because these coffins there's 2 of each fabric and they're so vibrant. These are all so dark. And so I was truly like, I don't know what I want here. I don't know what I want for the background. One colored background is not going to work for half of the coffins, and then the other colored background is not going to work for the other coffins because they are very different. This is my dark pile. This is my colorful pile. I looked through my stash and I have this brown that I'm gonna put for the background of the colorful coffins, and then this Halloween pumpkin orange for the dark coffins. And then I'm just going to go brown, orange, brown, orange, orange, brown, whatever. I'm going to have 30 blocks and they're gonna measure 7.5 inches finished. That's like 3 and some feet by 3 and some feet. So it's still not a huge coffin blanket. I was so contemplative on what to even do with these coffins. It took me so long to figure out if I even wanted to do foundation paper piecing. I mean, I really thought it was gonna just be like an applique coffin on a little square background. And that would have been fine too, but it would have just been fine. Like, I wanted to try out something new. So I actually took the time to learn how to foundation paper paste, which you can watch me do in this video here, just to make sure I knew what I was doing and just to make sure this all will go smoothly, because this has already taken a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money, and I don't want to waste any of it by not doing it. What's to do next? Well, all of these are ready. This is ready. So I just need to cut out these solid pieces. And because I required my siblings' help for the coffins, I'm going to force her to help me with the solid fabrics as well. So let's do that. This is my spider fabric. I need to cut 2 coffins like that. I'm gonna leave this because I need to film a little bit of a short, but that is done. And all of this can go into my scrap bin. Now on to all of these teeny tiny pieces. I have all of my orange, all of my brown. Now I should probably change out my needle, my rotary blade, and like refresh my machine, probably change my thread spool. So I'll do that. Do I need to iron these? I didn't iron them before cutting. I probably need to iron them. Okay, so I'm gonna iron these. So I've made a few blocks, and this one, how dare it be wrong? Have to redo this block. Wah, wah. 20 minutes later, and that's fixed. However, it now does not reach the edge. I'm not gonna have a full 1/4 inch seam on this side. It's gonna be like more of an 1/8 seam, but I'm not gonna redo it. Also, look who joined me. Hi, kitty. Okay, time to make more. Yay. A short intermission. It's October 5th. I just counted. I have 22 blocks left to do. So let me show you the ones that I've already done. This one, this one, this one, this one. This one doesn't have paper on the back. This one, again, no paper. This one and this one. Okay, we have 2 blocks plus this block. After the blocks though, I still have to trim all of these, but look how good. After they're trimmed, I'm probably gonna press them on a very low heat setting, and then I'm gonna sew them together with the paper. Take all the paper out and then quilt it. Then it's quilting time. Let's finish. I have this block, which is almost done. And then I have 2 other blocks. So wait, this is not easy, what I have right now. So I've been keeping the paper on so that I can do a 1/4 inch seam easier, or I thought it was going to be easier. But really, it's now so heavy that it doesn't want to go through my machine. And since this is paper, it doesn't have a lot of traction. So it doesn't like pull it through the machine. So it's heavy, there's not a lot of traction. And so I'm struggling a little bit. And well, let me show you. So I am sewing the 1/4 inch seam, and all of this is just heavy, and it's double layered. So there's the second layer, and it's just not going through my machine very easily. Thankfully, these seams are doing great. They're nesting really nice, and hopefully this is easy enough to get rid of all of the paper. We'll see. And now for the moment we've been waiting for. It's sewn together. Ugh. Can you see it? Now there is nothing left to do except remove all of the paper. Supply list for finishing the quilt. The backing fabric, basting adhesive, the quilt top. It's so cool. And the batting, which I have these. They're like a waffle pattern. They might be towels, they might be rugs. I don't really know what they are. They're from World Market, 100% cotton. And I got them at the thrift store for $4.99 a piece. I've already done a test swatch. It's a coffin. But now we need to actually make the quilt sandwich and quilt the quilt. Oh, and a walking foot. You'll need a walking foot. So let's get on to it. Hello again. It's May. It's me, but it's May. It's the month of May of 2025. That last clip you saw was in October, so it's been a while. I'm sorry. I've been stressed. I don't know how to finish this. I don't know how to finish this quilt. I don't know what to do. I love it. I think it's so cool, but I don't want to quilt it and have the quilt design distract from the actual thing itself. I want it to look very sleek and very chill. It's a chill coffin quilt. It's not a Halloween quilt. It's a coffin quilt. Very different vibes. And I was really struggling with how to keep the sleekness, but also quilt it and actually have it stay together. So I came up with some ideas. This is what it looks like. Do you remember? Hopefully you do. It has so many lines from the paper piecing. Such a geometric appearance that I really don't want to take away from that, you know, by adding meandering or adding vertical lines. Vertical lines also might look like it's in jail, so. Ta-da! Several months, tons of injuries, and so much time. The coffin quilt is done. Here's my little tag. It says, "What do you mean Halloween?" And I tried to make it look like a grave because it's a coffin quilt. So it makes sense and it's lots of fun and I'm very happy with it. And it's done. I've done so much testing. And I used an entire spool, almost 2 spools of yellow thread for the bobbin thread. And it's done. What do you mean Halloween, aka the coffin quilt, is finished. And if you're absolutely in love with a Coffin quilt and it has inspired you to do your very own quilt, but you don't have a pattern for it, you should definitely check out d-co.com. We have a ton of patterns, fabric, and notions for all of your sewing needs. We also have so much yarn, crochet stuff, cross-stitch stuff, and everything else in between. So make sure to check out d-co.com. Now on to the glamour shot.